Welcome everyone to the Washington State Department of Transportation's training on our new Enforceable Small and Veteran-Owned Business Enterprise program. This is a program that we created to put on our state-funded only contracts. This program will put up to a 5% enforceable small business goal on our state-funded contracts. In addition, it can put up to a 5% goal for veterans on our state-funded only contracts. And let me explain to you why we did this. Back in 2017, we created the Roadmap to Diversity. What this purpose was is to try to raise the participation of contracting for minorities and women on our state-funded contracts. And we created the roadmap with the certain steps that WashDOT would take to try to get us there. One of the steps we took was we have voluntary goals. We asked for inclusion managers. And so we are now at about the last step of the roadmap. We have not quite seen the participation of minorities and women that we expected. So this is the last step in the process of the roadmap. And that step was to put enforceable goals on our projects, and that's based on business size and veteran status, so there's no I-200 implication. And this program should be rolled out this April on both our design build and our design bid build projects. So thank you for participating in this training. I'm excited about this new program. I'm excited to work with all of you. You've been great partners in the past to the DOT. We look forward to continuing that and making this new program the success I know it can be. Thank you very much.
The MSVWB program has been split into two different programs. There's the Minority and Women Business Enterprise Program and the Small and Veterans-Owned Business Enterprise Program, the SVBE. As the State Design Build Engineer, I'm here to educate you on how the SVBE program is going to be implemented on design build projects. In design build, we do not have a condition of award, so we're going to use a SVB plan, a small and veterans-owned business plan. This small and veterans-owned business plan is going to have milestones in the design build procurement and throughout the life of the contract. The design build procurement has two steps. The very first step is the request for qualifications, the RFQ. And the request for qualifications, the SVB plan is going to have three sections that are required to be filled out. The intent of this plan is for you to identify your lead individual that's going to ensure that your SVBE program is satisfied per the contract requirements. This SVBE plan we have is in the RFQ in Form E, and it is a template, and there is instructions on how to complete that plan during this phase of the procurement. The plan is going to be submitted with your submittals, and that plan is going to be reviewed as pass-fail for completeness only. Then the next step of the design build procurement is your request for proposal. In your request for proposal, your RFP, the SVB plan is going to be required to be completed thoroughly. There will be nothing left blank. There will be no NAs. We also have the SVB plan in Appendix V, so you can see how the template is and all the instructions that prompt you on how to complete that plan. That plan is how you propose to do your outreach. If you currently have any commitments to dates, we ask that you put those commitments in that plan. That plan will be submitted with your proposal. When that plan comes in with your proposal, we will review it for completeness. It will be a pass-fail. Now that the contract is executed and we have our design builder is going to be required to submit the SVB plan monthly. This SVBE plan that comes in monthly will have any new commitments. It will have the additional opportunities that they see in the future that is going to be coming in as commitments. They'll also identify their outreach. These commitments that come in with this monthly update will be verified in WEBS, so the Washington Electronic Business Solution, WEBS, and that is where your small business enterprise will need to be listed for WASDOT can go in and verify that they are a small business enterprise, as well as your veterans-owned businesses need to be listed there because WASDOT will also verify that those are in WEBS. So those two items are those two types of firms will definitely need to be in WEBS for us to be able to verify that they are a small or a veterans-owned. We do have collaboration efforts with WASDOT when your reports come in monthly. So we want to make sure we're partnering with our design builders to ensure that they're successful with their SVBE programs. So there is a review and comment session every month when those plans come in just to ensure success with this program. If for some reason your commitments need to be terminated, there is details on how to terminate those commitments in the general provisions, which is your Chapter 1. It gives you detailed instructions on how to do partial terminations and full terminations. If towards the end of the contract you have determined that you're unable to obtain the goals that are required for your SVBE program, there is a GFE, so your good faith efforts are identified in the general provisions for you to follow those good faith efforts as well. Again, we want to make sure that we succeed in this program. This is an enforceable program. We have provided you this link that you should see. It sends you to OEO, and OEO will, of course, be there to assist